What's up, guys? Here in the episode of CoCast and Spring Ball episode a little bit. But thank you guys for coming in, tuning in. Remember to like and subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram at CoCast. And everything else will be in the link in the description below. Remember to cop some gear. We got some CoCast apparel and all that stuff. This should be on the Instagram bio. So, yeah, you guys know what to do. Buy some stuff, and then you guys be CoCast out. You feel me? So what's up, guys? How was it? Day 4, day 3 of spring ball?
Day 4.
Get it.
So how do you guys feel about spring ball so far?
Man, it's lit, intense. Kind of what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Got the right coach. They expect greatness. It's lit. Trey, how it's been for you?
Growing experience, learning a lot, got a lot of things to improve on. Glad for the opportunity, learning more and more every day. You feel me? Like Manny said, I'm glad we got the right coach,
What about you though? You can't be out there because your injury, but like, how is it going for you?
Like watching wise is honestly very interesting because I never experienced that. You know what I'm saying? Like watching from the outside in for multiple days is definitely weird. I can say it definitely hurts. It definitely messes my mental a little bit because it's like I know I like want to be out there. You know what I'm saying? It's like damn, why me? Like, not even a why me, but it's like, damn, why that had to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, for me, like, just playing football, even though it's just the spring,
Yeah.
just the fact I could put on pads and being able to play football, like, that, like, makes, like, that's in, like, my love and passion, you feel me? So, like, I enjoy doing it, even though it's just practice. Like, it doesn't even matter at all. It's spring ball, but it's, like, the fact that I'm getting to play football, you feel me?
Yeah.
I know how you feel, bro. Like, especially like when I was out them last 3 games last year. And just watching us practice and stuff, like, I know that feeling, like, that hurt. Like, damn, like, I wish I could be out there, like,
It could do it too.
just because you don't take the game for granted. You feel me?
Yeah. Like, and just watching it and, like, because there's times I'm like, damn, I know this dude doesn't love football. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, like, I'm being so serious, bro.
Nah,
Like,
facts.
like, that shit, it really just, it bugs me because it's like, if you don't love the game, if you're not playing to win, like I remember I would never forget this. My dad always told me like from this jump when I was like young playing basketball. It's like if you're just playing for fun, don't even play.
Yeah.
Like if you're just playing, just like oh yeah, let's just go have some fun, guys. Like nah, like
We ain't
cut
doing
it. Like nah, you just wasting time now.
Your dad used to train you?
Nah, he didn't even train me. He's from Barbados. You think he knows anything about football? I don't know.
They know soccer.
Yeah, that's basically it. But honestly, nah. Like he always said, like you play to win. You know what I mean? And you take it serious. If you're in something and you invest in it, you gotta take it to heart. Like you know what I mean? Like that's your bread and butter.
Yeah.
You gotta just play like it's your last down every single time. And like with anything you do, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to even be sports, but if you take something serious, you better take it serious for real. And that's always been instilled in me. So like when I see dudes like fucking around or like not taking it serious, it like bugs me a little bit because it's like. You know, people that, like, you guys know how, like, so many people, I could say a lot of people, too, that wish they had the same opportunity as us.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Part of that 3%.
Yeah, literally the
Tell us all
3%.
Tell us all the
They
time.
tell us all the time we part of that 3%.
And that's just what kids come out of high school. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, yeah, we're 3% of a good million few
You
kids.
got about 20 million kids every year that's trying to go take it to the next level, and they just can't.
And they just can't. Or they don't get the opportunity
Not
to.
afford it, yeah.
You know what I mean? We're just here, and some people just, like, blow it off. It's like, for me, I just look at it like, bro, I'm like, damn, you don't even know. Like,
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Like when you not practicing, you looking at it from a different lens. It's like, damn, like
I still look at it from the same lens while I was playing. I swear, I'm being so serious.
You know,
no. But I'm saying though, like
grown man though, he
yeah.
like 40, bro. He know. He knew
is
that.
old as hell. Yeah,
He knew his days wasn't.
he
knew
wise
his-
though.
Yeah.
Yo,
He was born with wisdom. Boy had a beard at 9. But nah, for real. Like you talking that real though. Like it's not everybody's afforded this opportunity.
Yeah.
So you gotta take it serious.
But that's the thing. Like some people just don't take it serious. They just blow it off, or like it is what it is, or they're fine. Like people, we went 4-6.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like 4-6 is not good. That's
feel
under
good.
500. You know what I mean? That's not like that's terrible. You know what I'm saying?
But y'all should have been
that
there
shit
the
make
year
my
before
stomach
that.
turn.
Y'all
though.
should have been there the year before that. Ooh wee. That 1-9. It wasn't even 1-9. It was 0-9-1. Cause the last game against Smith, they called that a draw.
Nah, y'all beat St. Aug.
Oh, we did beat St. Aug. We did beat St. Aug.
Yeah, but
1-9.
you guys were supposed to be like 2-8,
2-8,
but
we
they
ended
took
up
that Johnson
finishing
C.
that
Smith game away.
1-9. But that year, man, it was like when I came in, we had nothing. Like y'all thought last year was bad, and this year was. It was like I was like literally rethinking the whole thing. But the portal wasn't an option. The portal was not an option for me. So I was just like, let me just put my head down and work. And then they got a little bit more reinforcements the year y'all came. And then that spring we meshed a little bit more. We got that 4-6. And then here we are back in the spring again. And I don't know about y'all, but I ain't never been in a part of nothing like this the way I see
Nah,
them.
facts. But like, I ain't never been a loser. I ain't no loser. You feel me? Like everywhere from little league to middle school to high school, I always been winning. Like always. So like, I feel the change coming. Like even with the new coaches that we just hired though, like the way how they demand and expect greatness, bro, is like this what I've been looking for. Like this what I needed. Like even like y'all see how they is in practice, how they push us.
Yeah.
Like that's what's gonna take us to that next level. That's why I'm like, bro, I know we gonna be good, bro. Cause like we don't got no other choice.
No other
like
choice at
ain't
all.
no other choice. It ain't no other choice to be bad. Like we gonna be good. And that's what it's gonna be. Simple. Like, but that's why I'm so appreciative like about this week. Like this whole week was a learning week. Like I see how they coach. Like I'm learning the plays. Well, I know I'm learning the plays, learning the new system. Like, so it's just fun. It's fun out there. Like when you learning the new system, cause like you constantly thinking. Like you feel me. So like
you're learning.
Yeah, I rock with that. I rock with that a lot.
Like for me, oh my God, Jesus, thinking about this now, I feel like something like fourth OC in college now, something crazy. But it's like for me, like I like learning new. Like I don't mind learning a new offense because for me, the X's and O's just come quick. It's just like natural.
Facts. Because
what I
know
mean?
the game. Really, nothing changes. Just the terminology.
Yeah, the terminology just changes. Yeah, you might get a few different things you might learn. Like, oh, shit, I never know this.
You learning a few different things because
Yeah.
every coach, they teach things different.
Yeah. And it's funny because, like, for example, a spot route, like, we think, like, you know what I mean? Like, this little spot route, but we call it a bullet. Like,
Hey, chill.
but you know what I mean? Like, just little different stuff like that. Like, for me, I think that's cool. And, like, one thing I like doing, too, is, like, learning different different terminology and all that and bringing it back home to my boys. You know what I mean? And teach them, like, yo, because
your homeboy at DC, ain't he?
Yeah, my boy Marcus. Shout out to my boy Marcus, man.
Shout out Marcus.
Yeah,
Shout out Marcus.
He's a defensive coordinator. He's 22 and he's a defensive coordinator for our high
Oh,
school.
the light skinned dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
At y'all high school, right?
Yeah.
Bro, that's lit,
Bro,
bro.
that's
I'm
crazy.
going back and I'm coaching at my high school. I'm gonna be a head coach OC.
At
Something
22, like
at
for
22,
me,
bro.
it's crazy, bro. So
He basically my age. He a little bit older than me.
he's my age.
Yeah.
Like we graduated, played, and got a chip and all that shit together.
He putting in work.
So it's like that little stuff like that, bro. Like I love going back and like giving him different information. Like, yo, like did you know this? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like just talk football with him.
Yeah.
Because obviously we know we have the same passion for the game. We have different love for the game and all that stuff. Like it's always there. It's always tied in. So when we have different conversations, I would tell him like, oh yeah, this is what I learned in college. These are different terminologies on the defensive side and offensive side. Or like, hey, like there's some stuff you should try doing or implement and all that stuff. And we would chop it up that way. And then my boy Victor, he went to high school with me and won a chip my senior year with him and all that. And same thing, you know what I mean? So like I love going back, like just talking to the different coaches and teaching young players like, yo, like it's not high school. Like this is a whole different world as soon as you graduate, like college is quick. Like, you know what I mean? It's like all this different stuff. It's cool.
Business.
Yeah. So all that, like, you know what I mean? Just like learning different plays. And I just love learning the game. You know what I mean? It's just like my dad always says, learn as much as you can. And with football, like, just learn. Like, literally, like, it's literally just sit in the coach's office. There's times I just sit in the coach's office just chilling. Like, I got no reason to be in there at all. Like, I just go in there just for fun, just to listen to them talk.
Learning new systems, like you said, it expands your brain. Like, and since my freshman,
And it challenged you too,
Yeah.
bro. It challenged you.
this is gonna be my third OC. Well, it already is my third offensive coordinator, and I'm about to go into my junior year. So
Learning a new system.
it's just like I feel like it really gets you right for that next level because I was talking to a lot of the guys on the team about this too this week. Like you think about in the league those blockbuster trades that happen mid-season or mid-year, like
Yeah.
those guys, they're on a flight in 2 days. Next thing you know, they at the facility. They get their playbook, 200 pages, and they gotta be ready to go Thursday night football in about a week and a half.
Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, and it's like, bro, this is your shot. This is your
Yeah,
job. This
facts.
is your
Yeah.
livelihood. So being afforded that opportunity by these group of guys, these coaches. We already had Coach Mark on here, but like it's just like a dream come true. Because if I look back at 6-year-old me, not only did I not even know any of this stuff existed, but like people were telling me you'll never even taste it. So now I'm like, dang, we got a new OC and he's bringing in an actual playbook that they're actually running on ESPN, and then you're getting put through those same drills, those same uh, just things that really turn your football mind all the way up. And it's like
Yeah.
you get a solid good hour and a half, 2 hours out of the day to just be in that environment, and it's like that's what I always wanted. So it's definitely going great.
For me, I think it's also like a great challenge just for us as like young men.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like now it's like, all right, what? How you gonna take this information? How you
Right.
gonna process this information?
How you
quick and
gonna
put
apply
on?
it?
Yeah, and how you gonna apply it?
Facts.
Like we're just seeing it in football terms, but in reality, like it's more that like these coaches really don't be lying. Like
At all.
it's more of a bigger picture with the shit.
Bro,
You
this
know what I'm
apply to
saying?
life.
It
Like you
applies
gonna
to
get in
life.
your job in the real world, and
They
you
not
gonna
gonna-
have to adapt, and you gonna have
Quick.
to adapt to a new system and new rules and new leadership. So
They not gonna sugarcoat it. They not.
Yeah.
Gonna
they not.
sugarcoat it. They
They
just
not
give it to you straight, and that's what it's
raw and
important.
uncut.
Yeah, that's really what's important because I mean a lot of people go through life thinking that it's sweet, and they get those rude awakenings. But I feel like I just call them like uncles basically at this point because it's like a group of guys who all our fathers. They all been at the highest level. They all love the game, and they keep it. They keep it pretty p with us, man.
100.
They don't let us think that we walk around, like we've accomplished something that we haven't,
Yeah.
or given us off days or things that we don't deserve. And I think it's important to have people like that, elders like that in our life, because like I know sometimes I'll even do it to myself. Like you got to hold yourself accountable. You got to make sure that you're not telling yourself them lies. And like you said, the way that you process the information, right? Like Manny, if he takes you out or if he takes me out, like I I, I know like coming out of middle school, like some guys going through being yelled at and pulled off the field, like that's gonna cause them to have a whole conniption
And
and
shut
meltdown.
down.
Their day is done.
Done.
And I remember that point. I remember being at that point in my progression where it was like the offense is getting started. You're not getting the ball. Then you drop a ball or have an MA, and then you're just like you can't even function beyond that. But I think being in this system, being in this style of offense, is like, hey man, you get right or you get left.
Yeah.
Facts, and that's what they saying.
Yeah.
And that's why, bro, I like this coaching style because it makes you stay on your P's and Q's. You
Yeah.
feel me?
Yeah.
Like ain't like I was telling y'all, ain't no room for margin when we playing for these guys right here. When we playing for these coaches, ain't no room for margin. If you mess up, you know you coming out. It don't matter the smallest thing, you coming out. So it makes you just
On your toes.
on your toes. You got to have a different level of focus
And
each
people,
play.
People
Like
watching
each play.
this probably like what they talk like that's normal, but like for me, bro, I had good OCs, but it's like it was hard for them to get around to every single position because we were understaffed. Like we would have an OC and a O line coach or a
Yeah,
receiver
facts.
coach and a running back. Like it was never like a full staff. So my first 2 years of college, I'm just like kind of out there on the island trying to learn the routes at the right speed, time, and all that, but like barely a receiver coach.
Facts,
So,
like
yeah,
like what you said just now, like that's true. Like I feel like we had a great OC last year, but like it's just
business.
it's
Things
business.
go
Like
on.
little
Yeah.
things like hinder them. Like
It's
ain't
like,
have no receiver coach, no running back coach. You run it on your own. You running the show on your own. So it wasn't no room to like critique certain things. It's like next play. All right, cool. Like ain't really no teaching moments because like you coaching three
you just trying
positions.
to get it off.
You just trying to get
happy
it off.
even
So
see the
like
ball snap.
yeah,
So,
bro.
But going through this darkness, like it shows in the end. I feel like from what I've experienced, seeing us at 1-9 and seeing us at 4-6, a lot of the guys that's on the roster right now just didn't see that. But like one of our receivers the other day was talking about it. He a freshman and he was like, "I've never been a part of nothing like this. Like I can't take it. I've never been a part of nothing like this." I'm like, "Bro, you should have seen when I got here. I was completely flabbergasted. I would just go back to my room and sit down and be like, what have I gotten myself into? Because it really looked like we had no hope. And then, I was doing some reading up on Livingstone like a couple years before President Jenks came to president. Like, they was finna shut the school down. Like, and people don't realize that. They come there expecting some first class 5-star experience where it's all sunshine and rainbows, but it's like, nah, this is really gonna prepare you for life. And it's putting you through certain tests that you otherwise really wouldn't have, and you would have to have that rude awakening probably at 24, 25, 26, whenever you're really out there on your own.
Yeah.
So I feel like this really is a great environment, not only on the field, but classroom, lifestyle, all that. It's like, bro, you're gonna have to adjust.
I think it tests you as a human.
Yeah, as a
Like,
human
It literally, it
keyword human.
really tests you as a human.
Yeah.
Because it's not just boys, you know what I mean? It's boys
Yeah.
and girls. Like, it really tests you as a human. Like, what are you gonna do in this situation?
Exactly.
Like, how, like the craziest thing for me, bro, you can't even go. Like, you have to go into the calf at certain hours.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, bro, what the?
You want to
hell?
eat,
Like,
you better be
Yeah,
here
bro.
at
That's why I don't even eat at the calf.
Yo,
bro.
calf is like what opens at 7
it
a.m.
opens at
to
7
like,
a.m.,
what,
closes at
8:30 or something like that, or
yeah,
9. Like,
8:30. Then it opens back up for lunch at 11, closes for lunch at 1.
You be in there faithfully, boy.
Trying, I got to.
He know the schedule. He closes that. Yeah.
I got to because if especially if it ain't no food in the room. I was just talking about this in the car too. I'm not like y'all guys where I can go out there and then I can do like all the conditioning in the world, but like I'm gonna come back and hop on that scale. I'm down about 3-4 pounds for real, 4-5 pounds for real, and it's like I'm not getting that back as easily.
that's what you're saying, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like my metabolism and then my caloric intake, all of that has to be pretty right for me to be able to sustain the strength that you need to play the game. Like,
Yeah.
you can't be out there going out there stick. You can't be out there on an empty stomach, especially not me. Like today, my practice was a little iffy, but it was like, bro, I went out there on an empty stomach. I had to plan ahead for that. If I'm gonna be knowing I got a busy day and stuff like that, when I get out to practice, I gotta make sure I got the food in me so I can give that energy and actually go 110%. But the calf most definitely is another test. Like you think you coming to the stone to eat 5-star meals, you're not. You gonna get that slab on that plate. You gonna eat it. Right, so it's some days I remember. Like I hate going back to freshman year, but like the food my freshman year was almost like I wanted to go home first day. They had some cabbage. It wasn't cabbage. It was what's Popeye eat? Spinach. Popeyes. Yeah, it was spinach, and then it was like these sliced, diced, creamy potatoes, and that was the entree. It wasn't even. I got a video of it. It wasn't even like a meal, but it was like, hey, if you want to go to sleep tonight peacefully, you're gonna eat. So it's like I know the calf schedule, and I know,
brother.
yeah. Some nights you gotta have them empty empty stomachs.
What if they got like stations for food? Like, you don't have an ice cream station. Like, you don't have like.
Bro, what you think this
Coming
is?
from Mass, bro. Mass is a whole different environment.
Hutch, we had that too though.
Bro,
Hutch calf was crazy.
Every single
Hutch was
school,
crazy,
bro.
like-
I'm like, I can't. Bro,
Yeah,
I remember when I came here, I didn't know what the hell I was gonna expect. I'm like,
bro. That's
I'm
why I
going
stopped going to the
HBCU.
calf, bro. I walked
If
in
I had an
there.
ice cream station, I'd be 150.
I walked in there and I just, yeah, bro. This ain't me, bro. This ain't me. So I got my little foods in the room, and sometimes I eat out when I can. But other than that, I'm not touching that calf,
I
bro.
ain't gonna lie, I should be blowing my shit sometimes.
That calf traumatizing, bro.
I be going my Snapchat memories. I'm like, damn, I really was living it good at my other. I'm like, damn, I'm like,
And
bro,
if I had an ice cream machine, I'd go ham.
bro, soft serve ice cream. You could scoop out some different.
I'm talking
flavored ice
about
creams,
yes.
all this stuff.
Yes,
Y'all done lived that
everything.
life.
Yes.
I ain't had that luxury. I'll try to get that luxury.
But that's the thing, though. You're making it out of Livingstone without it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
like,
gonna make
It's
me
gonna
a
prepare you
better
for
man.
yeah, bro.
It's gonna make me a better.
It really does test you because it's like, what do you do in this? If you come out successful out of Livingstone, then it really shows you how
Yeah.
resilient you are.
And that's what they was talking about today. Ben Crump came. He was like his father graduated from there, and he's a district attorney for the United States. It's like that does like people don't realize when they get here, they just see the conditions and they're like, oh, this isn't what I want it to be. And it's like, bro, if you can make it through this, imagine you can make it through anything.
Anything.
Like you gonna get out of here, and I don't want to say it's gonna be a piece of cake, but it's gonna be like I done seen that before. I know how to adjust to that.
Adversity done hit already.
Yeah, and it's
Just coming to Livingstone is you fighting
just
adversity.
coming to campus alone. Forget registration. Forget getting your room key. Forget financial aid. Forget making sure that you're
Just
registered.
stepping foot on Livingstone campus.
Just coming to campus is going to open your eyes and be like, okay, everybody's not living the 5-star lifestyle, and that's okay right now. It's okay. You
Especially
can
the
get it
people
out
in Tut.
there. Ooh, Tuck. You go down there to Babcock. You can go to Goler. I don't know how
we
Goler-
vibing in CP though.
CPB vibing.
We
Yeah.
vibing.
We
We vibing.
chilling in honors.
Don't let
Nah,
nobody.
y'all not chilling, bro.
I don't
Y'all not
think
chilling.
that-
Honors.
Nah, honors. I ain't gonna lie. It's a vibe if you bought it the right way. Mr. O gonna come over them speakers though and blow it. He gonna
See,
be talking.
we don't got that in CP. We ain't got nobody to come over the speakers.
I know what them boys ain't ready.
See, that's the craziest part too. It's like, why the hell is there speakers in a
It's really
in a
it's for the fire system, but he uses it casually. It's a big speaker with the red
what he
fire.
be saying though?
Residents, we need residents in room 246 and 247 to the front desk immediately, please. Residents 246 and 247 front desk immediately. And this the thing though, it'll be at 4:30 in the morning. It'll be at like midnight. It'll be at like in the middle of
random times.
random
of the day.
times.
Random
Bro,
times
like,
of the day.
yeah,
Bro, I
nah.
remember one time over here listening. He's like, whoever has their car parked in front, like he was over here bugging out on the speaker. I'm like, what the hell? Like, like. I'm like, bro,
What?
but you know what it sounds like? It sounds like when you're in elementary school and you hear the principal just
Yeah,
yapping.
it sound like somebody. Oof. I remember back in the day, boy. I used to be bad, boy. Like, used to Emmanuel Kwamu to the office. Boy, my stomach used to turn, boy. Boy, traumatizing days, boy.
But I'm telling you, that's exactly how it sounds. I'm like, bro, like, but it's a dorm room.
Deja vu.
It's a dorm room. There's no reason for a dude to be on a speaker.
Yeah.
And you hearing this shit in your own room. Like, what the hell? Like,
It be at all times.
man, like, that should be blowing me. I
Nah,
ain't
them
gonna lie.
boys they really ain't ready for Dancy. I don't really think nobody can really.
Nah, Cole used to stay in Dancy. I used to be in
I used to stay
Dancy.
in
I used to be
Dancy.
in Dancy.
Dancy one of them ones where, especially because the shower, like you gotta go. I didn't like having to leave my room to take a shower. I like having a shower in my room, but like I used to have to walk down that hallway in my flip flops, cold, shivering, like, and it just I would. Just
Oh, I
tough
remember
it out.
those days, boy.
Oh, dang.
I remember I had I was like, bro, there's nothing to hang my towel or nothing
None of
on.
that.
So I remember what I used to do. I had my favorite. You have to find the best stall there is to take a shower. I remember this is like at least like 10 of them are probably
Yeah.
in a line. And not all 10 of them work good. Some of them
Yeah.
have cold water. There's some like the water pressure's ass, all this
Yeah.
crazy stuff. So I remember this. It was like the second or third stall that I used to go in. I used to put my towel up a certain way. Like it was thick enough so it could hold my phone. And I'll put my phone up top and just play music that way. And like that was just on my way, just vibing in the shower and all that shit, man. It
You
just-
was raw though.
Y'all was living the struggle, boy.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I don't live that same lifestyle at Livingstone.
Yeah, you went to that CP. You got.
I wasn't at CP first. I was at
Tea Tree.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
Tea
Tree was vibing though. Tea
Yeah.
Tree was vibing though. Yeah.
I remember we used to come over there and vibe with you, bruh.
Yeah, Tea Tree, but now CP though, that's the luxury lifestyle. That's the lifestyle.
I think I might go to CP next semester.
Nah, you need to come to CP, bro. Bro, peaceful, bro.
The only thing about it is you need to have your car with you if you're gonna be at CP.
Yeah, bro. If you don't got your card, bro,
Yeah, it's
like,
clip.
You
it's
gotta have
clips,
your car
bro.
with you. But
not really though, cause people be catching a van though.
yeah, they have the van, the shuttle. They got
Yeah, the shuttle. Yeah,
But I don't
I've seen some people walk from CP to.
Nah, that's dead. Never, never.
You
No.
going on a little hike there, buddy.
That's not even a hike.
That's
That ain't
20
that
minutes.
bad.
That's 20 minutes walking to school.
That's a good 10-minute walk, bro.
No, it's not. That's 20-minute walk, bro.
At least
That's not a 20-minute walk
That's not a 20-minute walk to
from
school.
CP to campus.
front gate,
Bro.
not campus, front gate. The
Front gate is 20 minutes.
Bro, no, I'm hopping over
Front
the
ga-
fence.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean,
have
okay,
to-
that's a 10-minute walk
I'm
then.
gonna have to be a baby
Bro,
kid and just hop
front
over
gate,
the fence
20
right
minutes,
behind
though.
honors.
I'm not hopping that fence, bro.
No, I'm glad. I feel this. Speaking of though, I'm glad I feel this whole turnaround happening at the Stone. I feel like
Yeah.
we're really leveling up though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Nah, for sure though.
Y'all heard it the thing today what President Davis was talking about
Having a new building,
refurbishing buildings and building new stuff. Like we got a lot of land. It is basically
bro.
a
That's
whole plantation.
that's gonna be there when we gone, bro.
Right,
We
but
not
I'm gonna
see
still
it,
be
though.
back through I'm gonna be back through the neighborhood, bro. I done put in
Yeah.
too many
Yeah,
hours. Like
facts.
I mean,
Yeah,
honestly,
I'm gonna come watch
oh,
the
no,
growth.
I think they might get some stuff done while we're there.
Yeah,
Over break. Over break?
Gil talking about. I ain't even finna do it to him.
Yeah,
but
don't do it to him. Don't do it to
you
him.
know,
Off
hey,
air,
Gil
off
gonna
air.
get it done.
Yeah,
Cause
nah, Gil for sure gonna get you.
my
who-
freshman
who
year,
he had at practice today.
ooh,
Hey,
so
hey,
they wanna
hey,
speak on it like
hey,
legends
hey,
in the
hey,
Hey,
building.
no, I think we gotta say because we had Darrell Reeves, out of
Legends,
practice.
bro.
And
Hall
to
of
be real-
Famer, first
bro,
ballot.
You know what's the crazy part? I would never forget this shit too.
Bro, I'm looking at him though at practice. I'm like, bro, this nigga look familiar, bro. I'm like, bro, who? Bro, I'm like, bro, where do I know this dude from, bro? So Coach Gill, like,
Yeah, 'cause he got
Coach
fat.
Gill,
He got
yeah,
some-
he got
some-
fat.
yeah, he
But I'm
got some
looking
weight
like
on him.
Coach Gill was like, all right, one of my family members. Then he said, my little nephew. I'm like, man, who the hell is this nigga, bro? And then he said Darrell Revis. I looked,
bro. When we
and I'm
ran
like,
over there,
Darrell Revis.
we ran over there. I knew it. He was standing next to Coach Gilbert, and he normally we just go into Indy, right?
Yeah.
Nah, Gil called us over there. It's the AD, the other the Hall of Famer, and then I see him and Coach Gilbert. I run right up to him. I'm like standing this close to Darrell Revis. I'm like, bro, I used to watch you every day before every middle school practice, every game, all that. I'm like, bro, I had the league on scrap for 5 to 7 years.
Bro, I think he's
Revis
hard.
Island.
I'm like,
Revis Island, like, yo.
I'm
He
looking
started that,
at
though.
his-
He started.
He started the island
The
name.
island came from him.
Yeah, Revis Island.
Bro, it was so crazy. 'Cause I
Straps.
remember this. It was on a Zoom meeting when I was getting recruited and all that stuff, and I remember Gil was like, "Yeah, like my nephew, my little nephew is Darrell Revis." Sold me on that.
Yeah,
Look, I remember this.
Especially 'cause you
Sold
from
me.
up north.
But look,
Yeah.
Gil told me.
Yeah.
Gil was telling me like, yeah, we gonna have Darrell Revis at our practice and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, Gil. Yeah, you say that now, but he was like, nah, for real.
It's
Like,
been 2 semesters
like,
and it
for
hasn't
real.
happened. So I'm like,
yeah, I'm
all
like,
right.
nah. He like, nah, for real, Manny. I got you. Like, he gonna be on. I'm like, all right, we gonna see today.
I ran up, bro. I was like, I was finna go just shake his hand. Like, I wasn't finna listen to nothing Coach Gilbert said, but I didn't want to be disrespectful in front of everybody.
Nah, I would have did it though if I was a
Coach
big.
Walk.
If
Coach
it was,
Walk told me that was Darrell Reeves. I look, I'm like, when you saw him in the
Yeah,
bleachers,
yeah,
he
when you
was-
sit down.
So I remember I texted Marcus. I'm like, yo, Darrell Reeves is out of practice right now. Like,
oh, you text Mark?
oh yeah, it's
Oh, he
not-
a fan. He a big fan, boy.
Oh yeah, but my all right, I'm gonna be real. Yeah, I am.
Did you get your picture though?
Nah.
I didn't get my picture,
Nah.
bruh.
You was talking to him after practice.
No, I wasn't.
I wanted to be a fanboy, but I'm like, nah, I ain't no fanboy. But like my first time playing football, my first position was corner at 14. I remember this, and I remember I'm like, all right, I gotta start watching film on how to play corner, like press
Press man.
and all that stuff. The first person I picked up to watch on tape, Darrell Reeves.
That's a great
literally,
guy to pick up.
I remember all this stuff. I remember watching his stuff, watching his practice film, watching his different techniques he used to do, game film, and like interviews and all this other stuff that he used to do. I remember just picking up on that, and I'm like, yo, like he's that dog, bro. He is hard.
all pro corner.
Bro, he a
And then
legend,
when he went
though,
to
bro.
when he
Hall
went
of
to
Famer.
New England and won the chip and all that stuff too. I'm like, yo, I remember I'm like, yo, I'm from Boston. You know, it's like, yeah, Super Bowl 49. I'm like, yeah, I remember all that. I remember the whole thing, bro. He was there for a year. It was nuts. And like just meeting him, bro, it was like, damn, like this dude, like I remember looking up to this dude. I remember I wanted 24 because of him.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, damn, like
Nah, that's dope though,
Yeah.
bro.
The environment is crazy, but people don't believe it, and I don't think a lot of guys, bro. I don't know about all of them, but some of them probably didn't even realize how crazy that is.
oh no, they're
Nah,
not gonna know.
they, I don't think people did realize because like it didn't hit
He
me.
was chill.
It didn't
He
hit
was
me,
chill.
bro. Casual, bro. He
didn't
wasn't
come up-
flashy.
he didn't
He
come
wasn't
up
none
there
of
and
that
say nothing.
regular man, like
Uh-huh.
humble. Like you feel me? He was vibing though. But thing that got me, it didn't hit me till after practice. Though I was talking to GC after practice. He was like, bro, that's the real Revis, bro. I'm like, damn, you is right. That's the real Revis. So I called my brother. I talked to my brother. I was like, yeah, bro, the real Revis is at our practice. He's like, damn, bro, that's lit. I'm like, nah, nigga, that's a Hall of Famer, bro.
Yeah, everybody
That's
talking
how,
about
like,
opportunity.
first ballot.
Reeves, this dude locked up.
He seen me practice, bro.
Every single.
He see me
player.
throw a touchdown pass today, bro. Like I can say that to my kid. Nah, I'm fanned out right now.
That's not fanning though. Like
Nah,
this
that
the
is
thing though.
fanning
This the
out,
thing.
though.
Let me
We're
tell you
reliving
this.
the moment. We're reliving the
I'm
moment.
living in the moment though.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
living in the
tell you
moment.
this.
I'm
Let
gonna
me tell
dwell
you
in the
this.
moment. I'm gonna dwell in the
We
moment.
get the higher you go up and the more success we reach, we gonna realize, dang, all these people that we ever looked up to or followed after or wanted to
Full
follow in their
circle at
footsteps.
times.
Yeah, like it's gonna be you gonna come eye to eye with those people.
Yeah,
You
cause
gonna
I'm gonna
realize-
be one of them.
You gonna realize
Yeah, I'm gonna sit in that room.
you gonna realize like, man, he a human. Like these are human.
Yeah.
Yeah,
beings
that's why I wasn't
like us.
fanned out though. I was
Yeah.
telling GC that. I was telling GC
It's not
I was
about
like, I
being
wasn't-
fanned out. I think it's more so about like, bro, we could give him his flowers while he's here.
Nah,
Oh yeah, for
facts.
sure.
Like
Nah,
the
facts.
flowers that he's earned are amazing, and I'm like, when I'm out there complaining about being out there on an empty stomach, like, oh, I'm tired, I might not do it today, going through stretches, like trying to get my mind right, and then you just turn around, and it's an all pro corner. It's like your mindset does a whole 180 where you're just like, bro, I'll never eat again. If it means I gotta put on a show right now, because
Bro,
it's like
I wasn't on nothing
bring
like
you
that.
around. Nah, it's not about. It's about like Gil. Gil knows, and this is the thing about Gil. He knows how to get to players on a player's level.
Nah,
And
facts.
he tells us all the
Facts.
time. He says, if it seems like I'm so anal, if it seems like I'm so just all upset all the time, he said it's because I am. It's because that's how you have to be with this game. And I think he knows how to really put it on us in a way where it's like, look, bro, you either get right or you get left. And a lot of guys, that's the reason why I don't want to name names, but you know, people will really like have a bad practice where it's like they have a meltdown or they really on the verge of getting kicked off the team or losing a scholarship, because it's like he tells me all the time, I'm weeding them out, bro. I'm weeding them
And
out
honestly,
one by one.
he really like
He really is.
really
though, bro.
has been.
Yeah.
Think
Like,
about
Because when he
think
got
about
here-
everybody that was on the team, and
Bro.
and like when you walk around, bro, I be talking to some bro. I used to play football. I used to, damn, bro, used to play, bro. Like,
After school came,
and you
after
be
school
wondering
came to
like,
play.
damn, what happened? It's like
What
you already-
happened?
You already know why, because they already like
You
they
know
say
why.
the same certain stuff. They always say like it's a few stuff they all say. You know what I mean? It's like all right, like makes
you could
sense.
tell when you having conversations, you could tell why they not on the
this,
team no
my,
more.
my,
though.
this is what I'm saying. Like when he says he's weeding them out, my freshman year, we had guys. I told y'all this before too. The guys in the frats were skipping. These are seniors who's supposed to be leading the team, who have been playing at the school for 4 years. They're skipping practice by like week 5, week 6 to go to step shows or to go to parties or go to events for the fraternity. And it's like he really made him. He was like, look, it ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But you either gotta pick that.
You gotta
or
pick
this.
one.
Uh-huh.
You
was
you
like-
can't you can't be 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
And then,
Like with this football, you can't.
not if you want to win. And that's the problem. That was the
Facts.
problem with Livingstone before he came.
They
Like
didn't want to
the
win.
football team was full of people who were just doing football as a side thing.
They wanted to play football for fun.
Yeah, for fun. Just to
They
say
wanna
I'm on
play
the
for
football
fun.
team. I got a jersey. I'm taking pictures. I played college football. That's more than what most people can say.
Uh-huh.
And so when he got here and he was doing all this big talking, a lot of people just thinking, oh, he huffing and puffing. Or I hear a lot of talk around the CIAA, you know, he just doing it, he just doing that. But nah, bro, he out here putting in that work, the dirty way. And he done seen, you know, and like you said, Gil gonna get it done. Gil gonna get it done.
He gonna get it
We
done.
gonna see something get built because, bro, that field that we played on, we practiced on a couple hours ago. When I got here, it was dirt. It wasn't grass. We were playing on dirt. I scraped my hips up multiple times, falling into dirt, straight hard earth. And it's
seen
like
it.
to see him turn that into a blue masterpiece just off of like connections and communication and being in the right position, knowing the right people, having the right mindset, being the right positivity. People still hate on the program today, but it's like I don't see how people be hating on Livingstone
Nah,
football now.
but that's the thing
If
though.
you've seen it in the last 2 years, you've seen
Nah,
it.
bro, cause I was texting Coach Walker one day and I was like, yo, I ain't seen you in a minute. Like, where you been at? He was like, I'm out here raising money for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
People don't know that though.
Yes,
And that's the
man.
type of dude Coach Walker is, though.
Yeah,
Coach Walker,
he ain't gonna let you know. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it behind the
Yeah.
scenes.
He's so humble with it though,
he come
bro.
around
I be
every day.
every
Every
bro,
day.
He the same every bro. I asked him, bro. I was like, I said, bro, like, do you ever get mad, bro? Like, I legit, cause he's so
you
humble,
wasn't
bro.
there
Like,
that time Coach Walker got mad, bro.
I want to see him get mad though.
No,
I want to
bruh.
see him get mad.
It
It was
was
last
so-
season. It was last
No,
season.
It was one my freshman year,
Oh.
bruh. But like you said, he the same dude. Coach Walker, he humble. He come around every day. He gonna dap you up, ask you how you doing. Say if you need anything, I
He gonna
love
give you
you.
some candy. He
Come
gonna
talk
tell you he love you.
Got a piece of gum, all of
Yeah.
that. But this the thing though. My freshman year, I forgot what happened. I think it was the end of practice. You know how he gave us the information really that we need to know.
Yeah.
People was talking. It was really like the older dudes, the seniors. They did not care about. They just didn't care, and that's just who they was. But he got so mad. He was like, he told us a story about some dude was messing with his son, and he got an AK and he tied some dude up in the back of some truck or something.
Hey,
And
chill. You gonna get my dog
Nah,
arrested?
but it was like,
Hey, chill,
it
chill,
was like,
chill.
bro, he just went complete savage mode, and he showed us like, bro, he really about that life, and it was actually
Bro.
kinda funny because he the nicest dude you would never know.
Nah, he really about that life. Like, I
Yeah,
really
like-
don't heard stories about him. Like, I can't say on air. Like, no, like,
He was
yeah,
like-
you could, yeah, Coach Walker, yeah.
I know.
yeah.
If he was, he shouldn't
Yeah, I ain't
speak.
gonna even speak on that though. But yeah,
But nah, he's really, he'll come around every day, ask you how you doing. He always tell you he love you. He always say if you need something, I'll be here because we know how mental health is in this game, this sport, this
Yeah.
age.
and that's facts though. Cause I remember I got in that car accident like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't hit him up that day because it was a lot of things. But I hit him up the day after. And after that, I think he called me. He called me like right away or text me like right away, like you good? Like yo, I'm like, bro, like this, bro, he real. Like Coach Gill too. Coach Gill called me though. Coach Gill called me right after I sent him the picture of my car and everything. He called me though. Like those are the type of people we need. Like real genuine, real down to earth dudes. Like people who really care. Like you feel me? Like,
And I think especially one of the coaches that don't be getting talked about too much, but Coach Mike, I feel like
Coach Austin, no, Coach Austin, that
Yeah.
dude, bro. All our coaches real though, bro.
Real
Like
as hell.
all our coaches, bro. That's the reason why I came, bro. I didn't come to Livingstone because of the football field, because of the living space. None of that, bro.
It was the
It was the coaches, bro.
The
Like
bond they had
bro,
together.
they really got down.
like they already
and did
been
the
through
dirty
it.
work
Like
with their hands. They went and handpicked all these people.
Yeah.
it's the coaches,
yeah.
bro. Like if the coaches wasn't here, I would not be here right now.
And they're
bro.
selling us. This is the thing. They selling us, like you said, on Zoom calls. I remember my Zoom call. It wasn't no come up to the school. We're going to show you the $60 million facility. We're going to show you the living expenses. We're going to show you all the NIL deal. He was like, nah, we're going to call you. We're going to talk to you. We're going to look you in your eye, and we're going to tell you what we about. And then we're going to let you decide if you want to come mess with us. But like I said, Coach Austin, it's important for him to be on the staff because he's in the Hall of Fame. Like, he's a Livingstone Hall
legend.
of Famer. And he was a part of the team that won a national championship. And it was like, when I went in there and I saw that plaque in the coach's office, I looked at it and it got his gray picture on there, and he's back in the day, no facial hair, college kid, and it's just like,
Hey, was he bald back then?
he was bald back then. It was like, I was like, bro, this
Yeah,
is
because he was in the
crazy.
frat too.
Yeah, I was like, bro, this is crazy though to think about Livingstone as D2 champions.
Yeah.
Compared from where we started at when I first heard about us or first came. So it was just like he knows as more than anybody else in that exact space what it needs to look like. And I think he does a good job of Coach Austin really, for me, especially because he's a defense coach, everything I give from him is more so outside of football and more about life, to where he said to me and other players multiple times, he said, I done made enough mistakes for all of us out here so that y'all don't have to go through it. And I done messed up and did it twice. So when y'all be getting down on yourself or y'all make these boneheaded decisions, like, take it from me. It's okay. It's all right. You just got to know better days coming. And when he say stuff like that to me, I'm just like, Coach, I don't know. Like, you just having somebody that's like that age, that you can really talk to, like, just level with.
Yeah.
Everybody
You
doesn't
can have like one-on-one
Yes,
conversation.
That's with all the coaches that we got.
Yeah,
though.
like I
what?
can pull you to the side and say, Coach, let me talk to you right quick, and just say whatever I need to say.
Yeah, like today, I remember we had that Ben Crump thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I was like, after yesterday's practice, bro, I remember I was just like, damn, I was just down and out. Like the whole night, I remember you showed up in my car and all that stuff. I was just down and out. I was just like, you know what I mean? I was just like,
just
so,
vibing on
like,
some
I was
dog.
just move. I remember calling my mom and all that shit. Like, I mean, I was crying, bro, because I'm like, bro, I wanted to play football.
Damn, you was crying last night.
Hell yeah, I got no problem
feel
saying
you,
You want
that.
me to give you a hug, bro?
Nah, for
bro, I got
real.
you, bro.
You want me to give you a hug,
not
bro?
even
I
gonna
got
clown
you,
him.
bro. I'm gonna give you a hug.
I'm not even gonna clown him, bro.
Yeah, no,
Because when
bro.
you out of the game, though, that's gonna make you cry. You like,
Bro,
I'm not even gonna clown him.
bro,
That would make you cry. That would make you cry. And
Bro,
it's
I was
also-
out last year after my hamstring injury, bro.
You
Like,
cried?
nigga, what? Come on now.
Yeah, bro, like
yeah.
that'll
I
really,
ain't-
that'll really.
Come on,
He
bro,
can't
like-
say it. He can't say it, but that'll really put some anger in your
Bro,
chest. It's like burning where you
yeah.
like, bro, what the, what, bro?
See,
Bro, that'll make you depressed though. Like,
yeah.
I was
It's
depressed.
It's not
I
even
wasn't
like for me. I can't even tell if it was just like just different emotions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like there'll be time I'll just look at my ankle. I always remember I was looking at pictures of my foot like after the surgery, and I was like watching the video like when it happened, all this crazy shit. And I'm like, damn, like, and I know I could do. I'm like, bro, like, so there's times I would just be down, like not really doubt, but it's like just have like second guesses in your head
Yeah.
at times. You know what I'm saying? And I remember I texted Coach Walk today. I'm like, yeah, like I'm not here like mentally today. I'm not good mentally right now to like be around like all these people and all that stuff. He's like, yeah, like you know what I mean? He's like, don't worry about you're good. Just if anything, it's like you know what I mean. You just could say like you know what I mean. Just give me different stuff I could say or whatever, and just excuse me from it. And then just talking like, I remember before practice and all that stuff. I was just, you know what I mean? I went to the equipment room real quick, and he was like, yeah, go ahead. You could take some chips from his car.
Yeah.
He said you could get some water from the fridge and all that stuff. He was like, you good? Like he was like, what's wrong? I'm like, nah, I'm chilling. You know what I mean? So I just went on the bleachers, and he came up to me. He's like, you're not yourself today.
I
Like,
seen it, bro.
you know what
I seen it. I told you that in the car, bro. Like,
But you going
cause
through,
cause you got that good spirit. That's why I be vibing with y'all too, bro. Cause y'all got that good spirit, like that spirit that make people like want to be around y'all, like, and we can vibe out together. And I seen it, and I was coming down for practice day, and I seen you sitting down on the bleacher. I was like, nah, my dog ain't right today, bro. I can see it. And then I seen you on the field. I was looking at you and I was like, yeah, my dog ain't right. Something going on. But like, I'm like the type to like just vibe out for a minute and just let you. You
Yeah.
feel me? I ain't want to be on you like, yo, you straight, like you good. Like I was just like, let my dog vibe out. I'm gonna catch him later. You feel me?
That's real trauma though. Like you said, looking at the pictures or replaying the video and like thinking about things that could have been different. Whatever it is, like you actually dealing with a real emotional, experience to where it's like yo. My mom calls it the air in my lungs. Like she knew if I wasn't playing football, especially when I was little, like she knew like I would not be there. I wouldn't be here. Like
Mm.
if I wasn't playing football, like I don't mean just I wouldn't be here in Salisbury playing for this. Like I wouldn't be like literally cosmic. Like my brain would not. It wouldn't be what it is. So when you say like, oh, I cried or like I wasn't myself today, it's like, bro, I really feel that because thank God I've never had a serious injury that sidelined me for as long as you are. But like I know from even like 2 days, 3 days of being out of practice, or a day where you're at practice but you can't even really play the way you want to because of an injury. It'll
Mm.
even something as little as that. It'll really make you like break down and have this frustration where like, bro, I can't, and especially not now at this age because we know the time it's not forever. Like I was
Mm.
training with one of my coaches in the city, Coach G. Shout out to Coach G. But he was like, bro, you'll never see me play tackle football again. I don't care. Like he was like, I don't care how many times you have to do this drill. Take your time and do it over and over again because it's that important. And he was like, my days are over. And when you like 38, 40 something, 50 something, it's easier to say that. But when you like 18, 19, 20s, and you in your prime physical years, and you gotta like take that time to let it heal, bro. That's a
Bro,
real
you
mental
saying all
process.
that, bro, just
That's a
made
real
me
mental
just
process.
get hella scared, bro. Knowing that like one day this shit all gonna come to an
That
end.
is, it's something you
And it's
gotta.
like when you were saying that though, I was like, damn, like my heart dropped. It's like
Yeah.
it's gonna get to a point where I'm not playing football no more. Like I'm not playing
Even
tackle football no
even
more.
even Aaron Rodgers, he just did that. Like he just did the dark retreat, and he was like, it said he thought about if he stayed with the Packers, and then he thought about if he went to another team, and then he thought about if he just retired, and he went on a dark retreat for a week,
Yeah.
and he took about 2 days for each one of those, and he just really like sat in his mind and really imagined what it would be like, and took himself there mentally, so that when one of those days does come, it's like you can still live with it because people make jokes about AB and CTE or like Aaron Hernandez, like all the people who have had these tragic football stories that bleed into their life. But it's like, bro, as long as I can remember, like this has been everything. And then it's like you said, bro, one day that's just gonna stop. And then
Mm-hmm.
you got another what, 50, 60 years, you gotta stick it out. You gotta be a man for your family. You
Yeah.
gotta you gotta have kids, you gotta go to work, you gotta provide, you gotta emotionally, you gotta teach, you gotta be there for your woman. Like it's just so much things outside of football that it's like every day we got only what, probably 20 something spring practices, but it's like every day I'm just taking all these lessons and
No,
I'm
we done
learning
got
it.
20 some. You got
Yeah,
like 10, 11.
10, 11. It's like I'm just scraping what I
10,
can,
11 left.
learning.
Yeah,
And it's
around
like
there.
these
Yeah.
lessons translate so well, whether it
Got
be a
11 left.
playbook or understanding a read or
Yeah.
understanding a call. Like it just translates to life. And then before you know it, you're not playing football no more. You playing the game of life. Like you
Mm-hmm.
said, bro, it's crazy.
That's why, like, I always tell people, like, I remember I was talking to some of my boys at Livingstone and all that stuff. It's like, you can't have that league or bust, like, league or die
Yeah,
mindset, bro, because it's like, if you have that mindset,
it dehumanizes.
it's like, you just become a not even a robot. You can become a robot, but it's like, it's not good because
You're gonna lose your
how
mind.
many people go to the league? Like 1%
Oh,
people, like
point
1 point,
point point oh oh 1%.
some crazy shit like that. You know what I mean? But like
But
outside of like coming from college to the league is like
yeah,
still like 1.3% of like
No, not
college
even if
players.
that. Not even that.
Yeah,
like you
something
said though,
crazy,
Less than
bro.
that.
like you said though, bro, like it's not healthy to have that because you'll lose your mind.
Mm-hmm.
And I was watching a interview J Cole did just last night before I went to sleep, but he was talking. He called it a delusion. Basically, what he had because he liked rap so much, but he also liked basketball so much, and he wanted to go to the NBA. But it was like his high school when he went to high school, his freshman and sophomore year, he got cut from the basketball team, and then
Yeah.
he really had that realization, like, oh, you not that. Like, it's people out here who working at this every day, but like he said, like that delusion of thinking league or bust, it'll really cause you to lose your mind. I've been through it. A couple of my homeboys been through it where it was like middle school going into high school where you like, all right, it's time for me to really show them. It's time if this is gonna be what my thing is, if this is gonna be where I make it, like I'm gonna be coming out of high school or going having a big illustrious high school career. And it's like when that doesn't happen, you come to that realization like, okay, it's a different level of work and it's a different level of commitment if you even want to say that you aspire to do that, let alone that you're gonna really be that. So it's like you gotta commit your whole mind to it. But like you said, league or bust mentality. J. Cole said it best, like it's a delusion, and it'll really have you out here running in circles. And I've unfortunately seen the way that it ends for some of those people. That's like they got that mindset, but they really don't make it, and they really don't put in the work, and they really aren't in the right space. And it's sad the way that they kind of drift off into life. And I just check back up on them after a couple years or whatever, look back at them. Some of the people that was at my high school my freshman year, and it's just like, bro, they're just back to normal people. But in high school, bro, you was the man, bro. In high school, you had these big dreams, you had all this stuff going for you. But it's like when you don't be real with yourself about life and what you trying to accomplish and how you actually gonna get what you accomplish or how life is gonna go, then it can leave you in a dark place.
Yeah, I've seen people get like just tore them apart
Yeah.
mentally, and then their heads like it still tears them apart every single day. Like one of my boys, which I played with, like which we went to high school together and all that stuff. Like he like after our senior, he ended up being the fourth all-time leading rusher like in mass history.
Yeah,
Like
that's big.
Power Five was looking at him and all that stuff, but it was off-field issues that were keeping him back from those situations. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, a year and after and all that stuff, just became a regular person.
Regular person.
You know what I mean? And I know, like, I remember one time I saw him on, so like him saying, he's like, yeah, like this should be eating me up because he knows where he was supposed to be, and he's like, nah, like if they want me, they're gonna get me. If they want me, they're gonna get me. But I remember just like it doesn't work that way. You know what I mean? It really doesn't work that way. You gotta have the work ethic, and there's a lot of stuff that comes with it that a lot of people don't understand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like people think you're just like, oh yeah, like if you could ball, you could ball. But they understand it's like it's your personality. It's like what you do and like in your
how
free
can you
time.
keep your head? It's so many people from the city like that. Like it's so many dudes in the city who was supposed to be this and supposed to be that, but like all of those factors have to weigh out properly for you to even get a shot. And then when you get your shot, you have to perform.
Yeah.
And but like, bro, like it's just it is sad. You see people who's supposed to, like you said you could play. Like, bro, it's 10 crackheads on West Boulevard right now who can play in the NFL. They got the speed, but they don't have the other.
Said on West Boulevard.
Look though, like
if
we
you
say
from the 4, you know where that's
we
at.
say this all the time at the crib, bro. West Boulevard, North Tryon, bro. You could go out there right now and just find a 32-year-old man who just has the athletic body of a literal top tier athlete, and he'll jump, do backflips, perform, dance, whatever he need to do for that little piece of change. But the thing about it is, all of those other factors in his life, just because you got that athleticism doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna make it. Basically, that's the bottom line, and we see it happen over and over again, time and time again, in every city, every province in America, where it's like, bro, got the talent, but do we got the grades? Do we got the mental? Do we got the family aspect? Do we got the
work ethic?
Yeah, the work ethic, the mental capacity. Does he have that? Like, okay,
A lot of that stuff also be the environment you in.
yeah, the environment you grow up in.
That play a big part.
Like you say, if I'm a 22-year-old millionaire, I can't do what every other 22-year-old is doing. Does he have that? And one of my internships, I just had an opportunity. I was getting ready to indulge into this, but it was, the NFL teams, they have literal people who look into you and your background to see, okay, if we sign him to a $10 million contract right now, can we trust him with this money?
Yeah.
Can we trust him to like not literally lose his mind? Because you think about it, a lot of people our age, you put 10 mil in a bank account tomorrow, not even 10 mil, do 300K. The first check, the signing bonus, you put that in their account, bro, they're crashed out by next month.
200K gone.
Their life by the next month, they've risen and fallen, and that's the peak of their life. So it's like you got to make sure that you got all those things in order before you even say you want to take it to the next level, the professional level. And like I said, bro, Livingstone, bro, they gonna let you know. Like our head coach went number 3 overall in the '92 draft. He's the one who started. You see, this Aaron Donald sign these big contracts and all these D linemen.
He was the first one to get that big contract.
Who started big money for defensive linemen in the National Football League.
So he knows what he's talking about.
And when he speak, you got to take it now.
You got to listen. You
really
got to. You feel me?
Like that was the thing that really confused me when I first came. Like, I'm like, damn, do these people not realize who the hell is speaking to us right now?
Yeah, they don't.
I'm like, bro, I'm like,
They
you
think
guys not know who
But
he is? Like,
that's the thing too though. That's why I was like so frustrated with last season because our OC was that same guy too though. You
yeah,
he
feel me?
won
And like
championship.
Hall of Fame at East
and when
Carolina.
he was speaking, like people wasn't listening, and
I'll
like
take it.
they,
I'll take it.
but also I kind of put it on them in some kind of way because he ain't really let people know. Like he ain't really let people.
That's just not the type of
But
guy
that's
he
not the
is.
type of guy he is. He's so
Yeah.
humble. He's so humble and chill.
You'll
Like
walk in the room and
you
you'll
feel
just
me? And you would think he a regular dude, but
Yeah.
I'm like, dog. Like I told him, I was like, bro, like why you don't be like
pop it
letting
on
us know, like you feel me, like you really him, like you really you beat Miami, like you all time
You
at
played
ECU,
against Peyton
like
Manning.
you feel me, you was in the league, like you played with the Chiefs, like
Won what you call CFL championships and all
CFL
that.
championship,
Grey
like
Cups, they don't.
Yeah,
like
Grey Cups.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, bro. Like,
But that's all I was frustrated with him at that part. Like he didn't really like let people know, like
Well,
you
that's
done did this before.
And
Like
this
That's
is
the
the thing,
thing.
like,
That's
people.
that's a respect factor on our part. That just shows
yeah,
that, you know what I mean? It just shows
but
that people just don't respect people until like you gotta. There's no reason why like trust and believe, bro. There's no reason why a coach has to say their credentials in order for people to listen
exactly.
at all.
Yeah.
Unless
Facts.
they saying
But
like
that's
yeah.
but that's what we needed though,
Mhm.
because that's how the only way they was gonna respond, because I feel like they didn't
That's how
have,
we gotta respect them.
you feel me, they didn't have that respect for him on that type of level. So I'm like, bro, I'm like, coach, bro, like if you pop it and let them know like who you really is, because you had another guy who wasn't the same, and they respected him just because he was talking like
Just
he was that
because
guy.
he was just talking.
He was talking like he was that guy. I
Mhm.
did this and that. Like, man, come on
I
now.
mean, I remember I would
I
never
looked you up, brother.
You ain't
I looked you
seen
up, brother.
none. You ain't seen nothing when you search him up on Google. I'm
Come on
like,
now.
what? Like
It's all there. Everything you want.
it's all talk, but it's never if it ain't on pen and paper. It
No
ain't
disrespect
stamped
to
in.
anybody though.
Yeah, no disrespect, but it's
Yeah.
like you can't be talking a big game and all saying you did this and do that, and then when we
And
search,
then when
when
you
we
search it
him
up, I don't see none of that.
ain't none there. It's like
None of that, bro. It's like it's a facade.
that's like saying what you call like, oh yeah, I'm a millionaire. Show you my bank account. Ain't a million in there. What the fuck? Like.
shit.
Like, it makes no sense. I was blown. I'm like, whoa, like
Yeah, bro. That's why I really wanted our last OC to pop it a little bit more though.
yeah.
Feel me?
Yeah, but that's the thing, like you don't have to sit credentials in order for people to talk to you. Like
Yeah,
you
bro.
know, that's like
Facts.
for people to respect you.
Facts.
And that was our definitely like our problem as a team. It's
They
like
say it's easier to raise strong children than correct grown men or weak men.
we that whole
Get
our
in,
team
get
is
in,
not
get
bad,
in,
though.
get into more depth with that.
Yeah, so like basically where I'm going with that is like we talked about, people came to Livingstone especially. You could really say any school in the CIAA, but you know, we're D2. So you're gonna get those guys who kind of slipped through the cracks and got that talent, but you're also gonna get those people who just think this is a joke. There are people who still think life is a joke.
Yeah,
We're 19, 20, 21, and there are people who still think this is amateur hour at J.A. Biztown. It's like, man, you gotta
J.A. Biztown.
you gotta take it serious. So what I'm basically saying with that is, you got people who done made the decision like, oh, I'm not gonna listen to him. Like it doesn't even if you say his credentials, because like I'm sure everybody knows who Coach Gilbert is. That if you come to play for this team, you know what I'm saying, you gonna at least know something about the head coach. But it's like,
I promote money a lot. There's some
no, they know who he is, but they don't actually know what he
They
put
don't
in.
know.
They don't know what he put in.
They know,
know.
but they don't
They
know.
just
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, they just know he was in the NFL, but they don't know all the nuances to him.
Yeah.
But I think that, you know, when you got people like that who have a preconceived mindset or, you know, underlying motives, they're not really there to like change the culture and turn around a 20-year deficit, right? Last year we beat Winston for the first time 22 years. There was people that we dragged along to that like literally loathed putting the foundation down and laying it brick by brick so that the class of 2028 and the class of 2030 and the class of 2035 could actually say they have a program to be proud of. Like, those people did that reluctantly. So I feel like some of our last coaches who did have those credentials, or even if they didn't, like it was just kind of like this. It was a checkerboard with chess pieces on it, and it was just like people wasn't really. They was treating it like it was something that it wasn't, and like y'all both said, man, that could be aggravating to see. It could really be gut wrenching to just look at people disrespect a legend, but the legend is just so legendary. He's just sitting there and he's just like
Humble with it. Humble with it.
and he's not the type of guy who's going, you gonna do you know he's
And he not the type of guy to tell you about himself.
He not.
You feel me? So like,
not. And but that's the good thing about Gil. I think the good thing about Gil is Gil sometimes he'll be yelling. You could hear it probably over there by the Price Building. You could hear it all over Salisbury.
You definitely
can. Hear
can.
it, this is a man's game, and you just
authority.
hear it echo out to the 40-yard line. All that you hear it, all that. But Gilbert, the one who's gonna get in you. You feel me? And really get on you about, you know what I'm saying, respect and taking it serious. But some of the guys we done had in, they done had those credentials. They done been there and seen it. And they're like, look, I'm not going to force you guys to want it. I'm not.
you gotta want it for
I'm
yourself.
going to offer it to you. I'm going to give it up to you. If you take it, great. If you don't, I'm going to still be living nice. So it's like that, man. It's like that.
Gil's a great guy. Honestly, our whole entire coaching staff is great.
Oh, coaching staff.
Great dudes. Like, besides the football aspect of life, you know what I mean? Just life in general.
As men, especially black men, like it's important. Like I said, that was part of the reason I came here, right? Like these is kind of like more.
That's
so
the reason why I came here, bro.
A white, like you said before we even started, like a white coaching staff. You know, some of these schools, you see them with a coaching staff of white men, and it's like it's more organized. And then you go to some of these HBCUs, and it's not even a full staff. But I feel like our staff and our guys, really spearheaded by Coach Gilbert and Coach Williams, is just like. We're gonna force these young we're gonna mold them into like what they're supposed to be as men, not only as men but as black men in America. And they've been through every situation. We had Coach Mark on here. He was like, "Yeah, man, we got into it with the BDs. We got into it." He was like, "Bro, he's been around the different spots. He's had all different encounters." And when I come up to him the other week, I can't even say what I said to Coach Mike, but he knows if he sees I said something to him. And it was so crazy. Like, you know, most people, if you come to a person in your life who's an elder and you tell them this piece of information, they're kind of worried for you, or they're kind of like scared, or they're like, you need to get this, or you need to. And he was just like, hey, man.
Bro, that's how he be though.
Yeah, he was like,
that's how he be though, bro.
He was like, bro, you think that's something? I done been through this, that, where he's like, look, bro, you gonna be fine. You gonna be okay. And then 2 weeks later, he came back to me. He grabbed me and said, hey, we good? I said, Coach, we good.
That's what, bro.
And I'm like,
every time I talk to him, I be like, bro, Coach, you good? He know, is you good? Like, 'cause I'm good. Is you good? Like I'm like,
hey,
all right,
man.
Coach, I'm good. Like, no, is you good, Manny? Like,
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm straight, Coach. You good?
Always check up on you as soon as you walk
bro,
by
they
them.
be vibing, bro.
They ain't gonna walk past you and not say nothing.
That. Oh my gosh.
Yo, huge.
All of them, bro. Every single coach, every
single coach. I remember at my old school. Oh my god, this used to
high school,
bro, in college, bro. I remember our head coach, DC, all this shit. Like
they'll look dead at you.
Bro, they could literally be in the calf, full of players. Ain't gonna say nothing. They just get their stuff, go on their table, eat, and walk. I'm like,
damn, y'all had some messed up coaches.
Oh, bro, in high school, bro.
I ain't never had no coaches like that.
No, it was only me in college, but like in that last school I was at.
Yeah.
Bro, terrible.
My high school, it was, damn, bro, I really don't mean nothing to this program. Like, they don't give a hoot if I was here or gone. And it was like, especially like, not even. It was like that around the school though. But you know, people like like you said, they're always gonna say something to you. They're not just gonna walk by you and not say nothing. I don't know how it is in the NFL, but I feel like any team where there's supposed to be some level of camaraderie, like we can acknowledge each other. But you know, when you get that feeling where like it's another man who's literally gonna act like you're not even there, or act like you're not even worth talking to, you not even worth responding, because there would be times you speak first and they still wouldn't respond. And Kodak got a bar. It say, "Remember times you shake my hand and wouldn't even grip it." And it's like that really hit with me.
Yeah.
It hit with me. He said when I put that on blast, they gonna say I'm tripping. You see what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother thing, you dig? But like when somebody really not giving you that level of respect, like, hey, I'm gonna greet you, I'm gonna ask you how your day is, I'm gonna see how you doing before I ask you to go out here and bust your ass for me, or run through a wall for me, or run 100 110s for me. I'm gonna just see how you doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that goes the extra mile, and that's why I feel like we definitely getting better. Like we got no choice but to improve and really respect these
Yeah.
people because they giving us that opportunity.
And everyone got to see in that light too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We just can't be like, oh yeah, like we understand it. Da, da, da. It's only more. Like, the team is just is way more than just three of us. You feel
Yeah.
me? Everyone got to feel that same way and feel that same compassion. Like yo, like these coaches really do care about us. Right? At the end of the day, if you're the top player to the worst player on the team,
Yeah, they'll tell you like, come
Yeah.
to us.
yeah, they would talk. Like, they don't care. They're not
Yeah.
gonna walk past none of their players at all. Even people that used to even be on the team.
Even people that's facts. I was about to say that. Even the
Used
people
to be
that's
on the
not even
team.
eligible, like they still gonna treat you like
ineligible. They will literally
feel
still
me?
talk to you and all that stuff. Like, hey, you're getting your grades up, or how's life? Like, what's up? Like,
Yeah.
how's the family? All this different stuff.
Yeah.
Like, how you going? Like, you know what I mean? How's your day going? Like,
It's good, and that's the thing too. Like just humanity, treating people like people. You know, I feel like in this game is a very political sport, from little league all the way up to the top to the ranks. It's political. You got people who clearly should be in the Hall of Fame who are still getting iced on it. You know what I mean? That's one thing that showed me like, hey, no matter how high you get, it's always gonna be jerks. It's always gonna be people who want to throw shade. But Gil, Coach Walker, the entire coaching staff, and anybody who's ever done anything, they do a good job of just showing people that we're all people. We all got feelings. We all got stuff going on. We all want to be great. We all want to make it to the finish line. And it's just like they don't throw people under the bus. They don't leave people behind. They don't tarnish people. They don't bring people down. And then when you go low on them, we done seen somebody go low on them and they still go high. It's like setting that example for us to what the world is gonna be like, specifically towards people like us. Like it's just it means a lot. So you know, don't get me started on if I ever went number 3 overall. But you probably would not see me like out here every day screaming at some dumb kids to give it they all.
Yeah, Hollywood type of nigga, man.
Not even Hollywood, but it's like
Hollywood.
he
I
could
told
really
Trey
be.
that.
He could really be.
You
put
did
up
something the
killing.
other day. You did something the other day.
What
I
I
was
do?
like, yeah,
What I
you
do?
was,
What I do?
I forgot though, but I was like, yeah, I could tell you was Hollywood
What I
back in
do?
the day.
What I do?
I can't remember, bro.
See, he just
I
talking.
can't remember. No,
What
I
I
told you. So
do?
you don't remember me telling you that, bro? I was like, yeah, I could tell you was Hollywood.
When?
It was the other day. It was like 2 days ago, bro.
I do not remember, bro.
It was on the field. Remember? Try to remember. It was on the field, and I said something.
After practice?
After practice, I said something. I was like, yeah, I could tell you was. I forgot, bro. What happened?
I don't remember, bro. But I know, like, bro. Just like you said, bro, treating them like humans, bro. Because there's so many coaches who aren't that. I've had a high school coach who was none of a quarter of a billionth of what Coach Gilbert accomplished in the sport. But he treats people like you can't even step on the ground he walking on. Like
Title.
yeah, and it's like, bro, you ain't won no state championships. You ain't let nobody like you ain't did nothing. You gonna walk past me? But then when
I'm gonna send this to your high school coach too.
bro, this is the thing too. With my high school, it's no hard feelings, and I think the reason that I'm so comfortable, they know that they helped me grow.
Yeah.
They know what they.
Nah, they for sure helped you.
They
because
know what they
you
put
went
me
through.
through and why my mind is the way that it is. Because I ain't gonna lie, a lot of them, some of them was trying to break me, and then it was other ones that was just watching, and they would come up to me along the way and be like, "Hey, I saw that, bro. Keep going."
Chachi
would-
Sullivan. You know he locked.
Hey, it was some of them. It was
know
some
we
of them,
love.
bro.
You feel me?
They'll just stand by and watch, and then they'll come up to me and they'll just be like, "Hey, bro, keep going." And that's all you really need. Just like I know I'm not the only one seeing this, but it's like, you know, people know who they are. People know who they are. You don't gotta, you know what I'm saying, put anything out there. But it's like I've ran into all of them after graduation, after my freshman season, after my sophomore season of college football, and it's like, they'll look at me and they'll tell me like, "Hey, I didn't expect all that." You feel me?
For real?
They thought I was genuinely gonna quit. Some people really thought I was genuinely gonna just not play football no more. But like, I'm appreciative that.
Did you send them your highlights?
Nah, I ain't sending my highlights.
See, bro, I'm
Sure
petty,
they saw
bro.
it.
Like listen, bro.
I'm sure
Like
they saw it, but
I played my sophomore year of high school. I played behind a 5-star QB, right? And he left. He was a senior. He left. So like the year after that, going into spring ball, like I was a little like I was in a hothead, but I was just like I was like, man, I'm that dude already. You feel me? So like in class, like I was just like doing whatever I want. And the coach, he kicked me off the team. Like he kicked me off the team, bro. He kicked me off the team. This in Louisiana. So I was like, you know what? I was playing basketball at the time too. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna focus on hooping. But I was like, nah, bro, I just can't hoop. Like, I love football. So, like, bro, I was going to transfer to, like, our district rival. But good thing we moved to South Carolina, right? My junior year, I had a crazy year in South Carolina, went dumb, bro. He the first person I sent my highlights to, bro. I sent them to him, like, on some, I did it in a humble way, but I was really popping it, though. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah, like, this what you really could have had. And they lost to the team that I was going to go to, but he
You was
told the team about that, and he was like, "Look, man, he doing good now. I got him right." But I was really doing it on some shade. Like I was throwing like, "Yeah, bro."
you so for you playing behind a 5-star quarterback your sophomore year, what you pick up or what was that like? Cause like you said, you went into your junior year kind of with a little bit of a chip or the spring ball with a little bit
Bro, it
of
was
a chip.
just it was like we had a stacked team. He got hurt too. But we had a stacked team, bro. Him, T Marshall, my brother, like EJ. We had a stacked team. Like we
Yeah.
was supposed to win state, but I just
And
seen,
Terrence Marshall was on your team too.
yeah, that's how me and Moot connected. But like that I just seen how he handled business though. I was around him. I was
Yeah.
like his sponge though.
Mhm.
Like I was like, bro, like that's who got me on with the QB trainer, Coach Jeff Harper and everything. But I was like his sponge. Like I always wanted to be around him just cause like he handled business. Like he was supposed to be on that. What's the show that
QB1.
QB1? He was supposed to
Yeah,
be on that, but like our high school ain't want them
all in.
access. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So but he came second in the Elite 11. Like I was really his sponge though, and I just
Yeah.
seen like how he went about business and stuff, like his workout regimen, like just like he the one that got me like, bruh, like yeah, he got me right though. He don't even know that though, but he got me
you
right
know it's
though.
crazy because at my old school, I remember my freshman year, I started like my retro freshman year started, and I sophomore year started. Yeah, so I started for like 2 years there. And then third year was that COVID year in 2020. Remember they brought in a Juker running back and all that stuff. My boy EJ, and right now he's at his pro day, and so
Mm.
that year come that after COVID we had that season 2021, and I remember he was all American. He was all American that year. And I remember I had to sit behind him after starting and all this, like after starting for 2 years, like for like whole time being there and
You
all that
started
stuff.
as a true freshman.
Yeah. So I'm over. I was playing both sides of the ball and all this stuff. It was like a brand new program, all this crazy shit.
Mhm.
So I remember having to sit behind him, like I was like, and him and I were going toe to toe in practice,
Yeah,
and him and like you know what I mean, like it was never no hate, it was never bad blood because it was
Yeah.
like we
yeah.
always wanted to make sure like we all got better. Cause him and I knew it was like, oh yeah, we're both
Y'all
good.
a duo.
Oh
Yeah,
hell yeah! Like we both knew like, oh yeah, this is the duo, and I had no problem like if I had to be two and he was one, all this. Because I was like, at the end of the day, I just want to win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just want to win, and I got no problem with talent's talent. You feel me?
yeah,
He
yeah.
could ball, dude. Like he was an All American for a reason. You feel me? And now he has his pro day today. Like he
Nah,
had it
that's lit.
like legit today. So I remember just going like watching him and all this stuff. I'm like, yeah, this dude's balling. And you know what I mean? We'll give each other different tips and all that stuff. Watch film together at times and all this different type of stuff. And just being behind him and watching it because I remember coming in a freshman, coming into college, I had no running like no one else. I had to be like, oh,
You was the
shit.
guy. You was the guy
Like,
from day one.
Mhm.
Like I had to work for it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I had to work for it. But like,
But once you put your head down, it
but
was like you was miles ahead.
eh, like what do you mean?
Like you could clearly see Cole's gonna be our starting.
Yeah,
running
like
back.
everybody knew you was gonna be the starting running back.
I don't know. I didn't see it
You
that
had
way.
to work
For
for it. You
me,
still had to work for it, but it was kind of like,
like
bruh.
for me, like I mean, we didn't even have a line, so it was like I really can't
Yeah.
like do crazy shit. But it's like you know what I mean? It was like for me, I knew like I was a late bloomer when it came down to the whole entire football. So it's
Yeah.
coming in, I didn't know if I was gonna play offense or defense.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I'm like, all right, whatever. So I know I could have played both sides or whatever I wanted. And I remember I was like, damn, like no one taught me how to run like zone inside zone or outside zone like that. And I remember I had to learn this shit all by myself.
Yeah.
So I remember I was talking to my boy Marcus about this the other day. I remember like trying to go on YouTube videos and I was like, all right, how did this dude read the blocks and make this cut? You know, so I really taught myself and then my trainers and all that stuff and then everything came together and all that shit. Cause I remember I'm like, all right, I want to be great.
Yeah.
Fuck being good. Like I know the stuff I want to do and all that stuff and like I knew what it took.
I'm trying to push
So yeah, so I remember I was doing my own research and all this stuff and then I never had to like it's different watching someone else do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, with staying
Facts.
behind the line and just like how you said, like you was like behind the 5-star.
Yeah.
It's different watching someone else do it, and you can understand why they did this and why they did that.
Yeah.
You know what I
My
mean?
high school, we had at least, 10 3-stars, probably about 4 or 5 4-stars. And like you said, seeing somebody else do it. Shout out to Long Live Dev #1. Shout out Nolan Gruel. Shout out Austin Robinson. I mean, I could go down the list of guys.
Nolan Gruel, he was that
Bro,
bro.
I'm
I
talking
played
about
against him in Little League.
my
He played for
sophomore year.
Powerhouse.
Yeah,
in Morrisville.
my sophomore year when I got the Huff, Nolan was like the first receiver I talked to. Like, and he was coming out of the weight room. He had just got out of the weight room. My mom had just dropped me off for summer workouts. Like, I was there. I walked in there, didn't know nobody. I knew like EP, a couple other dudes I played with since we was little, but Nolan just came out. He was sweating. He was dapping me up. He was like, "Hey, you with us now?" And took me under the wing, and just seeing the way he practiced, seeing the way that guys that are now Power 5 guys, or like you said, getting ready for a pro day, seeing them firsthand and up close, it shows you like they're still human, but they're willing to do the things that other people won't do. They just
Facts.
would not do.
Mhm.
Like today after practice, you catch us, we out there 25, 30 minutes after Gil threw blew the final whistle. Like, y'all go home. And defense even walking through our stuff and stuff like that. But it's like, it's when you set yourself apart and you see yourself doing things that other people just will not do or aren't willing to do. That's really what greatness is. That's where it comes from, when you doing stuff that just gonna set you apart and make you different. Because that's what's being up close around those people. It'll show you. It'll show you they human. They bleed too. They put their pants on like us, but they got a different love, a different passion,
Yeah.
a different level of focus, like we talk about. So
Yeah.
those environments extremely important.
This
And
is
I'm
always
glad I
like
got
for
that
me,
in high
like
school.
I always would like. I remember going in my freshman. I was like, damn, I wouldn't have mind sitting behind and watching someone
Yeah.
and truly understanding,
Yeah.
because it really does help. Because I remember, like, let's say working for my dad, for example, if I came in at 18 thinking I could do whatever hell he's doing,
Yeah.
I would we would have lost hella money on hella different jobs. So I remember just like watching him do it, like watching, like that's the thing a lot of people don't understand. Like, if you like, the thing is too is a lot of these freshmen nowadays, I feel like they think if they aren't
They
coming
entitled.
in
If they not coming in
Yeah.
playing, then we hitting the portal. I hate that, bro. Like, you
I'm
gotta work,
nah,
bro.
you gotta work for that shit, and you gotta understand. It's like, it's rare to see a hella freshman to just come in and start. You gotta be that dude, and everyone thinks they're that dude until you're actually in the shit. You know what I'm saying?
People be hopping in that portal like it's sweet though, man.
Mhm.
That's the craziest thing to me. Like, getting in that portal just on some sweet stuff. Like,
Yeah.
with absolutely no connects. Nobody called you. Nobody told you to do that. Yeah, and I learned that the hard way in high school. So by the time I got to college, I was dealing with the NCAA. I knew, like, okay, I'm not just finna walk away from this. But the portal and freshmen who feel like they should be starting, like, I'm gonna do what Mali did. Put your head down, just give it an extra year. If that, like, just make sure you know what you're getting into and what you really see where you at. Look in the mirror. All the great people will tell you they had a moment where they had to look in the mirror and be like, it's me. I'm the problem. I can fix this. I can be better on this. I can be better on that. So, the portal, when you mention people, freshmen leaving and stuff like that, it's just crazy, because I know people who put it out 3-4 years and waited before they even thought about the portal, and they had like no other choice. So, I mean, it's crazy. Really.
It's like, but it's good. You know what I mean? Like, that's good though. Just watch.
Yeah,
Keep on
watch.
time.
Learn by example.
Be a sponge and just like figure it all out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just being behind him and just watching it and just being RB2 at that time and just like clapping him on and all that stuff. And the crazy part is, like, when I left, the coaches were saying I didn't fuck with dude. Like, I had animosity towards him. I'm like, what? Like, dude, I still talk to the dude today. Like, you know what
That's
I'm
what
saying?
they gonna do, bro.
Right.
That's what they gonna do, bro. They
Yeah.
gonna try to flip the script, bro.
They always
and
try to
make
flip the
it
script, but
something that it's not.
People who really know, they know, like, when you put that animosity out towards another person, you really just doing that.
But
to
when
yourself.
you genuine, bro, people know, bro. Like, that's the thing with me, bro. Like, that's what I be telling people. Like, somebody could say something about, but like, if you really know that person, bro, and you really
Read the
talk to them,
energy.
bro,
You can read the energy.
you could
Yeah.
feel it. You know when something genuine or not, bro. Like,
You can know if they actually mean it, or they're just saying that just
yeah,
to like slide in some stuff. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But
It'd be weird.
Yeah.
Like I talked about earlier, being focused. Like, when people come up to me during the middle of practice trying to chit chat, not only do it show that you know what I'm saying, you don't take it that serious.
That's what Coach Gill be talking about.
Not only do a show, but Gil be saying like, bruh, he be wanting us to get on them about it and really be like, hey, shut the talking to me like. But nah, that's number one. It shows they kind of like they not taking it that serious, and then they trying to get in like good graces. It be aggravating me because it's like, bro, if you really know me, if you really want to mess with me, if you really want to be a guy who you feel me, kick it with and call myself, you know not to come up to me talking at this time. You know not to be trying to kick it with me and laugh and kiki jokes at this time. So it's just it's crazy the way that you can read that energy and notice new things about people. For sure.
Because once you're locked in, you just
You ain't trying to hear all that.
And the thing is, if you're the person not locked in, you could tell when someone else is locked in.
Yeah, and it feels you get that feeling where like, oh, I'm looking dead at him talking to him and he's just not talking back. Like, bro, you know why I'm not talking? Look around, bro. Like, people getting their head knocked off. I think Matt, bro, you in the middle of 300, somebody trying to come. Nah, today Matt had one route. He ran the out route and he went down to the ball, down to the ground for the ball, and he ended up messing up. Like, he fell too hard, and that was his last.
His head.
Yeah, but it's like, bro, when you see people playing at that speed and that intense, it's like, bro,
Going hard.
why would I be over here trying to wubsy?
Try to lollygag and
Yeah,
shit.
like,
Bro, this
bro,
shit is serious.
People
Like,
getting their heads knocked off, and you talking about some on 30, like, bro, stop talking.
but you see, I saw mouthpieces flying there.
Yeah,
Like, and you think
sweat popping out of helmets.
and you think I'm gonna be over here like, hey, dude, like,
It was great. Like, it's not jolly. It's not for the faint of heart. Yeah, it's not for the faint of heart.
but I think it was a great episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. Remember to cop some gear, like,
Go
and
get
subscribe
that.
on
Go
YouTube.
get that merch.
Follow us on Instagram at Codecast.
Trey Zoom at Trey Zoom.
Yeah.
Zoom.
Follow my boy.
Y'all follow me on. Never mind. Don't even. Yeah.
Hey, Codecast, man, cleanest, cockiest cast in the country. We gonna keep it going.
All right, thank you guys.